Hello, OrkU universe. Scott here. Just wanted to let you know about Blue Iron, a new TV series available on Amazon Prime and Amazon Video. Actually, they're two in the same thing. But bikers and cops and Mexican cartel and Russian mafia.
Oh my.
All kinds of horrible, horrible people and some good people as well. Go ahead and watch it on Amazon Video. Yes, go ahead. If you have Amazon Prime, all you have to do is search Blue Iron. It will come right up. The first 4 episodes, the first season is now available. And go ahead and enjoy that. A joint venture of Blue Iron Productions and Scott Will Kill You Productions. Go ahead and watch that. Also, coming very soon is the Scott Will Kill You Podcast Network. It was a really long name, it felt like, but it's starting to grow on me. I may just go with it. And today's episode, we actually have a special guest. We'll meet him soon. That will be involved with the network as well. But we'll bring that to you very soon as well.
Spoiler
place
alert.
to get all kinds of fun podcast content for all of you to listen to.
This is going on too long, guys.
Let's go to Bendigo, Morty!
So I guess we'll just go ahead and get the episode started.
And welcome to the U. Our reviews will kill you. The reviews show that takes a licking and keeps on fisting. I am the man they know as Z, and as always, I am joined by the superfluous, impossibly defiant noob.
I like getting
I'm
fisted.
racist, and I'm sexist, and selfish, and I dragged us all into my sexist, racist, bad things because I'm stupid.
And the director, producer extraordinaire, Scott Keebler.
Somebody's making chocolate chip cookies.
What the fuck? What? Is that the girl you have in your basement? I don't understand.
Nah, it's not a girl I have in the basement. It's just a small Asian boy that I imported from overseas through human
Who happens
trafficking.
to live in the basement.
Who happens to live in the basement.
And we are also joined by our guest today, the man who cannot be made to compromise. His name is the Dun Dun.
That was really good, man. Yeah, that was a step up.
It's almost like he's been practicing.
Yeah. Hey, once again, it truly is a pleasure to be here. And
Stop lying.
no, it really is.
It's almost like we've
really
lost
is.
all semblance of originality.
I don't have the jowls to introduce you properly, Dun Dun.
Like I told you, it's all underbite when you do the modern band.
But you gotta wiggle your jowls too, like
that's a
Richard
good man.
Nixon.
Put golf balls in your cheeks.
Yes.
I prefer the Fredo. I'm smart. I'm not stupid like everyone says.
means this a smart guy.
Oh, that's not how they talk in Lord of the Rings.
So,
Fredo, not Frodo.
what is on the docket today, noob?
We're going to do some stuff. 6 topics, actually. We're going to get fisted with Luke Cage. And then we're going to get predatored. I don't know what's... Not Richard. Now I'm thinking
Wait,
about Richard
what?
Nixon. Yeah. Who's the
I gotta go.
Dateline predator to catch a predator?
I gotta go. I can't be here.
Chris Hardwick?
Chris...
No,
oh,
not
God.
Chris
That is...
Ah.
That's
Very
the-
topical.
That's
Is
to
it
catch
Chris
a starfish.
Matthews? To catch a starfish.
Then we got Henry Cavill's and Kevin Smith with Thanosing, hashtag Batman, and then Outlaw King. I don't. We just put words together. I don't. That's Chris Pine, I think. I don't know. Why do you people give me this new stuff that I completely come up on my own?
Yes,
But,
because you write it all and you know exactly what you're talking about.
100%.
Well, I heard you made these stories
Shut the fuck
newsworthy.
up, Donnie. But
And
yeah,
you forgot about Batman.
I said Batman.
You said
you say that?
hashtag Batman.
I
Oh,
said hashtag Batman.
It's not good enough.
Yeah.
No.
Well, neither is your penis.
Hashtag not my branch, not my problem.
Oh my God.
What's your...
DJ
So what do we...
Diddles.
Let's go to the news.
I have good news for you today.
Let's
News of the day.
let's get the shittiest news out of the way first. Outlaw King. What? Why don't you? It's my news story, but tell me about it, please.
Well, first, I was actually hoping that we would check. You really want to do this news first? I want to check in with our male member correspondent, Noob.
What?
You're our expert on male members.
Yeah, actually, for what's coming up, we found out that you're an expert in this field particularly.
In mailmen?
In members.
In members.
Male
in
members.
Male
members.
Members only.
Yes.
Are we talking about penises?
Hey, and Circle gets the
Hey, we
square.
have a winner!
So, this is news because
Chris Pine in the new Netflix show Outlaw King will be exposing his member.
Wait, is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the movie, it's called Outlaw King. It's a biography. It's a biopic about Robert the Bruce.
So we're going to
Who-
get to see Chris Pine's pine stick.
His what?
I'm gonna watch
His
just
pine
for
stick.
that.
Well,
His pine cone,
yeah.
maybe? Is
So
it like
you are watching
a stick
specifically.
and two
Yeah,
pine
I'm not
cones?
gonna watch the actual. I'm just gonna fast forward to when I get to see his shaft.
basically, Robert the Bruce is the next generation after William Wallace in Scotland. So basically, this is Braveheart Part 2, but instead of a graphic castration scene at the end of Braveheart,
They're gonna have a graphic depiction of Chris Pine's penis.
Oi!
exactly.
Does Mel Gibson
We're going to
come
take
on?
all these penises and sling them at our enemies because we demand freedom!
Does Mel Gibson scream about hating Jews or no?
That's just kind of his thing.
Yeah.
It draws an audience, a large-sized audience to the movies.
Large members draw
Wait.
large audiences.
Hold on. Context. Are you talking about Mel Gibson or Chris Pine?
Yeah, whose member are you talking about?
Are you saying hating Jews gives better views? That rhymes.
Little column A, little column B.
Then Chris Pine's man junk.
That makes no sense.
Is Chris Pine Jewish?
I have no idea.
I didn't get to see the movie yet, so I don't
Wait,
know.
let's ask.
You'll know after you see his junk.
I'd play spinach idol with him.
That's when we'll find out.
He
Hey,
did say, Chris Pine was quoted,
that has a hood on it. He's not Jewish.
Chris Pine is quoted saying, "There's so much beheading in this movie, and yet people want to talk about my penis. I think
Why
that
wouldn't
says
you
something
wanna
about
talk
our
about his
society where people can get disemboweled, but it's the man's junk that is of interest." He adds, "It
Only
was
for
very
some of us."
cold on the side of a major highway, not exactly the elements I would choose myself."
Wait,
Yeah.
so he exposed himself in the
On
middle
a
of a
cold
highway?
day.
Hey, if if his shrinkage is better than my full bore, then I'm gonna be really excited.
So that's something to look forward to.
I love how there's silence after that. Nobody knows how to respond to that. Yes, you have a small cock. We know. Thank you.
We were just trying
Moving
to
on.
process.
So we will be exposed to Chris Pine's
It's not so
junk
much small; it's very thin.
coming to a
Can't hit the
It's
walls
like
to
a-
save my life.
It's like
Coming-
a pencil eraser.
Tissue paper does not
coming
help.
to a small screen near you.
Well, I mean, other than the junk scene, is anybody interested in this movie?
That's the only reason to be interested.
Not even
right.
remotely.
I didn't even know about this movie.
It's not a
Until
movie.
now.
Is it? I thought it was a series.
Or
I
is
don't
it
give a
just
shit what it is?
or is it just an upload on Pornhub?
Well, it was shown at a film festival. That was the first real look that anybody got.
Oh,
The
well, there's your first
Toronto
mistake.
International Film Festival, and you know those Canadians.
Yeah, everything's cold up there.
That's true.
I don't know what I know about Canadians.
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Donald?
Yeah, they like poutine. What do you want, man?
The fuck is that?
What? They don't like poutine. That's a southern thing.
Isn't
No,
wait,
poutine
isn't that the
is
Russian
poutine is Canadian.
president?
It's French Canadian.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
that's
Yeah.
the Russian president.
Poutine. No, that's Putin.
Oh,
Poutine is French for French fries smothered in gravies and cheese and all that junk.
Oh yeah, I've had poutine fries before.
no,
Yeah,
no, no!
they're
You
really
had
good.
protein shakes.
It's cheese curds.
Yeah, with the mozzarella and the gravy. I hate gravy, but the poutine fries aren't bad.
Yeah, poutine's pretty good.
Yeah, I've had
the other
that.
thing Canadians are known for, apologizing.
What about maple syrup?
That sounds a little discriminatory there.
Well,
Don Don.
How's that discriminatory? That's like a
You're
a compliment.
generalizing that all Canadians are just apologists.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Shut the fuck up.
What movie is that from?
Please shut the fuck up.
The Big Lebowski.
Is that a Jewish movie?
It's the only movie with a lot of Donnies.
How
in
many
it.
Jews do you know named Donnie? Other
One.
than me.
He knows one.
You know one.
He now knows
It's
one.
not a
As
very
of
common
today, he
Jewish
knows
name.
one.
I don't know many Jews.
Now you know one.
Congratulations.
There you go, Noonan. We're expanding your horizons. You officially know a Jew.
Well, hashtag the Burtoning.
Bless you.
Is it Yahweh or is it Jesus?
Adonai. It's Adonai.
There you go. OrkU. You learn things.
I don't.
Can we
know.
do a traveling thing at the synagogue?
You want to come to my temple? I'll make sure you're welcome.
No.
He is. Everyone is welcome at Temple.
More welcoming than my priest, or
Yeah.
He was pretty welcoming, so.
Your
Yeah.
priest definitely took care of business.
mouth wide open on that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we're also supposed
Speaking
to
of
talk
Chris
about.
Pine's penis.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what about Batman's penis?
yeah, is Batfleck or Batman or
Really?
yeah? I don't. What are we talking about? Batman?
Batman?
Christian Bale?
No, just Batman.
Batman has a penis.
No, he shows his penis for the first time.
When does he show his penis?
There's a new line of comics, DC Black Label.
Oh, wait.
It's for
Not what you're thinking, Noob Noob.
Is that real?
the first issue of
Closeted racist.
Batman Damned. That's the name of the line. He exposes himself. And let's just say that Batman may be a member of my tribe.
Oh.
Oh, you're saying he's got the old
pulls-
witch stick grub.
He pulls that tip right out of utility belt.
Oh,
Hood
Jesus.
peels back, and next thing you know,
Bat
Extra
junk
sensitivity.
activate.
bat junk.
Bat Johnson. He in the they're also trying to censor it for some reason, but he takes off his clothes because he's been beat up pretty badly, and
Here,
you know
dude, I'll show it to you.
that costume gets a little sweaty, and he
Hangs to the right, boys.
Hello, I'm
Hangs to
Batman.
the right.
I'm Batman. I heard you
That's,
ordered a pizza.
That's a nicely drawn shaft.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Why is it not on my screen so
Oh.
I can see it?
Well, okay, you want me to type in Batman dick in your computer? Sure. Hold
I think it
on.
would come up pretty quick. Yeah.
Please hold on.
See, the problem
Batman
is,
dick.
the problem is, can he really expose himself? Because if he does, Catwoman's gonna know who he is right away. It's just gonna be like, oh, hey, Catwoman. Oh, you're Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Just gonna save this as your screen.
It's just an empty room because we're too busy staring at the screen waiting for Batman's wang.
I don't know
Why-
if it's Catwoman or if it's just one of those hookers on.
Why are we
30
waiting for
second,
this
yeah.
on the TV?
I know, why do we have silence while we're waiting to look at Batman's cock?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
The big
Cockman.
question you're going to see this and you're going to ask yourself: is it Batman or Dr. Manhattan that takes the cake, the proverbial cake? That is.
That's a good
I don't know.
question.
That's a lot of blue dick, and that's a yeah. Hold
Can we
on.
just start this episode over? We just
I
started with a
can't.
lot of cock real
Trying
fast.
to-
This
oh,
is
Kevin
like
Smith went vegan. That's good of him.
this is like a party at Noob Noob's house, just all cock all the time.
Hey.
Why can't? Oh, what's going on?
Yeah, what
We
did you
are-
search that these are the results?
We are trying to
Oh
make
my
sure
God.
that everybody's represented on this show.
God damn it.
We cover it all.
Dude, prolapse
hide
party is
nothing.
not an acceptable.
I can't
Search
get
result.
Batman's dick on this computer.
So
if I
wait a
try.
second.
Hey, check out this picture of Batman's dick.
Wait a second. Does that mean that the Red Hood's Jewish?
Oh
No, that would be the opposite.
Oh, that
He's
would
got
be the
a
opposite,
hood.
wouldn't it?
He's
Yeah.
got the hood.
All
He
right.
would be the
I
Red Hoodless.
I
It's called
can't-
myelin sheath, my man.
Never thought it'd be that hard to get a dick on a computer, but it's pretty
Hey,
difficult.
Very
Batman
difficult.
De-hooded.
Anyway,
Hey,
So the next bit of news.
Please, for the love of God, the next
since we're
news
tired
story.
of talking.
Kevin
about-
Smith went vegan. Clearly, that's news.
That's not the news we were going to
That's not
talk
what
about.
we're talking about.
Got his stomach stapled because he was a fat motherfucker.
he does look really good.
Choose your words more carefully.
So what's Kevin Smith talking about?
He's talking about what Scott's always been talking about.
Aren't you the news guy? Go ahead and tell us. What's Kevin Smith been talking about?
He talked about words on his podcast that's named stuff that he talks about.
Yeah,
and
it was not his
Thanos
podcast.
is Jay and Silent Bobbed.
So this is something I've been talking about for a long time. Hashtag Thanos did nothing wrong.
Scott joined the message board, and upon which
And
he
I
survived.
Yes, I am a survivor of the reckoning on
Of the snap heard
the
round
snap.
the universe.
around the world.
Should have ended on the snap.
They
just
should have
saying.
ended the movie on the
You're
snap.
still in.
Oh, yes! Yes! Yeah, he agrees. Oh,
Yeah.
we're done. Close
Yeah.
it out. DBZ is great. Close it out, boys. Let's play that music. We're done.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Noob. If they ended the movie on the snap, they would have ended the entire 10-year franchise that they had built. That might have been the dumbest comment I've ever heard anybody say.
Hold on.
in the history of podcasting.
I swear to God. Oh, I'm about to part your ass like
I
a
love
Red
you.
Sea.
I love you to the moon and back, my friend, but that is foolishness at its
son
finest.
of a dreidel.
See, he's still
Set you
still
up.
the dumbest thing that everyone's ever heard
Yamacox.
someone say.
I just...
He totally set you up.
Noob, I
Susan.
only have one thing to say.
You should have gone for the head.
Cut
Yeah,
credits.
so Scott has been agreeing with Thanos since pretty much the movie came out.
Actually, I've been saying this long before the movie came out, but now like more people are finally agreeing with me because of this big purple guy.
So the context of it was that Kevin Smith had a debate that was picked by the fans of who would be your top 5 heroes. And Kevin Smith picked Thanos. And then his podcast partner also picked Thanos as his top 5 villain. So what you had was Kevin Smith saying that he didn't think Thanos did anything wrong because Thanos was trying to look to balance the scales and make the world a better place.
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfectly balanced.
I mean, the guy, he had a goal and it wasn't bad. His goal, as destructive as it was to make everything better for everyone else.
Little one, it's a simple calculus. This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist.
Exactly. There are limited resources in this universe, and you can't have too many people using too much stuff, or else it'll end up like his home planet of Titan.
And it
which
is.
sucks.
If you use it up too much, it gets chafed and painful.
Yeah,
And
nobody knows anything here better about chafing than you do, Scott.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
Yeah, what do you know, Donnie? Are you admitting something, or is there a shower confessional coming?
you know what, Donnie?
Dread it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same.
Look,
This conversation was coming for a long time, Donald. I think
Thanos'
it's time.
calculus makes sense if you have no value of human life,
And I don't.
let alone life itself.
What are you,
Yeah,
a humanist? What
I'm
is
a
it, just
humanist. yeah.
Humans? What, you don't care about Rocket or Groot? They're not human. You don't care if they die?
Okay, sentient life, whatever.
What about ants? Do they count, Donnie?
Do ants
they
count? Ants are not sentient. Ants are
How do you know that?
little drones.
Have you ever talked to an ant?
Yeah.
Have you ever hung out with an ant?
Yeah,
Talked
and
to
it's
it?
not very good conversation.
It needs correction.
You don't know that!
I'm the only one who knows that. At least I'm the only one with the will to act on it.
Okay, look, Josh Brolin did a great job as Thanos. There's no denying that. But of course,
Choose your words more carefully.
the only thing that lets Thanos' logic carry weight is if human life is expendable, which I don't think it is.
Humanist.
Human. You still go just to human.
God,
Yeah,
you're
because
such a
we're talking
humanist.
about
What
the logic of reality here.
are you talking about?
All right, let me ask you this.
Thanos is not human. He's a Titan.
Well, sure. Let's say for just a contemporary example, your dog and a stranger are both drowning in a river.
I tried the stranger once. I
We
sat on my
saved
hand
the
for like
dog.
an hour.
Which
and it
one
went
do you
numb.
save?
The dog.
Why?
Because humans suck and dogs are better.
Well, I think that proves my point.
I think you have to interview the human and find out whether or not he's a he
No, it's
or she
important. It's
is a
important that
rapist.
it's a stranger.
You know the dog is
You
probably
know that's
not
when
a
you
rapist.
use your left hand, right?
Yeah. Definitely
That's a
the
good
dog's not
point.
a rapist.
That's
the
a good
dog
point.
is not a rapist.
What are you
That's
talking about?
true.
Dogs be humping
what are you
legs
talking
all
about?
the
You think the
time.
dog? Yeah, you think the dog is
Dogs
thinking
be
about
humping legs more than
the
you.
ethics of sexual activity?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
They don't
when
have ethics.
When I
They're
bring out
just
the peanut
dogs.
butter, he cares if it's Jiffy or Nutella. That's what is that, Mickey?
Whoa.
No, I just kind of pulled that out of my ass.
Was that
Scooby-Doo?
Puff the Magic Dragon? Like, what was that?
Peach Dragon? That's a Disney movie. Did he like Jews? I forget.
Walt Disney. Walt Disney.
Oh, we had this conversation.
we were talking about this a couple weeks
I
ago.
heard somewhere he was anti-Semitic.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well,
what.
it's
that's
all
what I heard.
semantics when it comes down to it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, but he was against those.
Semantics.
Yeah.
Yes.
He really hated those semants.
Yeah.
Anti-semantics.
So I guess my piece is, look, Thanos is right. If the value of human life is calculable,
Human
life
is.
again.
Human
keep
life.
doing this.
You're
Again.
such a humanist.
God, why don't you just
God.
say Jewish human life?
Might as
All
well
right,
be
Johnny?
a racist.
Hey, well,
You're this close to being a racist, Don.
Yeah,
Don.
this close.
it's close. I'll walk that line. How about that? Like Johnny Cash. Second Johnny Cash reference in a row, baby.
Wasn't he gay?
No.
What? No, I have what?
Because he got all the
Anything
cash?
you say must be prefaced by allegedly. Okay, so why don't we move to the review section of the show?
No, Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Henry
did.
Cavill.
More news.
The
How did
best
we
person
forget?
ever.
We forgot. We forgot.
Is that the Warner Brothers theme song?
Yeah, that's not the good. That's not the good. I like the new one. The new one is good. I mean,
This is the classic.
I like the Christopher Reeves one.
This is the classic.
Oh, this is Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Is it really?
But I really do enjoy the Zack
Hans
Snyder
Zimmer?
one.
I mean, not that really matters because Henry's not Superman no more.
Well, I know they never confirmed that. Honestly,
Are you sure?
100%.
Henry's gone.
They didn't
And Affleck's
confirm
gone.
it.
Affleck's not confirmed to be
Batfleck's
gone.
out.
They didn't confirm
Henry's out.
Snyder, or they didn't confirm.
They
what-
are dropping everybody.
Yeah, they
Henry's
probably
also
are.
not
Straight out that
confirmed.
shit.
These rumors.
They're gonna
to Noob
focus-
Noob's point.
They're going to focus more on Supergirl than they are Superman.
I know. I
No.
did noob news on this.
They
To-
greenlit Supergirl, yes.
To Noob Noob's point, it's that talks broke down for a cameo in Shazam. for
Superman
Henry
don't
Cavill.
talk, he just
Wow,
breaks
it's like you
necks.
read my noob news.
He's also
I
expensive.
do read your posts.
I don't.
I think that's the issue is that Henry Cavill is
Too gorgeous.
creeping towards the A-list, especially with his turn in
Mission Impossible?
yes,
August Walker?
Mission Impossible.
The mustache heard
That
around
the
the world.
mustache heard
Mustache
around the
was a
world
killer.
has now made him very expensive to hire. So I think that's a challenge.
It is. It's 3.2 for Henry, and then another 2.5 million for the mustache.
just for that fine mustache. Do you not
So wait, is
have
that
the
the news?
actual?
No, I didn't. I'm not looking that shit up. I don't.
You
Care.
don't have the actual
Dude,
good
that music
theme
is
from
so
Hans
good.
Zimmer? It gives
music
me
is-
chills every time.
You do know I'm going to look this up, and there's going to be a fucking ad's going to play.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I'm doing it.
That was really good.
Talk about me not being prepared. You're a bit of a disappointment.
Yeah, you know what? I had fucking Superman.
I'm getting goose pimples, as the Brits say over
I think
here.
you're drinking a
from
That's just,
little too much
Superman.
Jameson there. You can't handle your shit.
That's just
I can't
your
handle
nipples
my
getting
shit.
hard.
Let's look back at like episode 42, Noob Noob.
Wow. Did you?
Whoa,
is
that's
that
very
actually
Whoa,
episode
look at this.
42?
We got a true
Hold
fan
on.
here.
Yeah.
If this is actually episode 42, I will give this man a blowjob on live TV.
As
And
I
I
see
will
on our
pass.
TV screen that Batman's penis is still on our screen that we look at. To
I'm
see
saving
the
it.
news.
That's for another family member to find. Let's see here.
Oh,
Hold
so
on.
okay. I guess let's go and do this round table. Are you upset by them potentially losing Henry Cavill as Superman? Scott, what do you think?
Wait, what? What are you talking about?
Henry Cavill leaving the franchise. Are you upset by that?
I actually a little bit am. So what's funny? So Justice League movie fucking sucked. Plain and
Yes.
simple. Shit
Was-
in an asshole
was decent.
sucked. But
Better than Avengers.
the last 10 seconds, you're still a fucking idiot. The last 10 seconds when he smiles and laughs and is joking around with Cyborg, that human interaction. That's the Superman. That's the Justice League that everyone wanted. That's what everyone was expecting, and they waited for the last fucking 20 seconds of the fucking movie to do that. But as soon as that happened, when you were seeing him in that light, yeah, I loved him. I want more of him as Superman. He's the fucking Man of Steel I want. And now he's gone. Now he's
Allegedly.
Now he's just the Man of Rubber.
Don, your thoughts?
I think Henry Cavill has some opportunity for growth in this character. There's no doubt about it. I think he does justice to the part. The problem with DC movies that keeps being pervasive in the air is the fact that you have to go and watch it like 4 or 5 times to really appreciate the movie.
If you're stupid.
Yeah, well,
So what, you watched like 20 times in Noob?
Very much.
thanks,
Love me
buddy.
some BVS.
Hey, BVS is highly underrated.
I do think he's good in BVS. Justice League, it's just the writing really
Yeah.
takes away his character.
Joss
It's not
Whedon
him.
was-
It's not
Joss
him.
Whedon ruined
Too
that
busy
movie.
sexually harassing women to
I think the issues
Allegedly.
with
allegedly.
this character are not with the actor, but with the writing and the story development.
Thank you, Donnie.
You're
And
welcome.
Noob.
Henry Cavill is a godsend, and I would lick peanut butter off of his balls.
Okay. And
Wow, way to be useless.
Chunky or creamy?
Both. One for
What
the
is-
right, one for the left.
Does not matter.
Creamy
That's nasty.
cause
He's the best
problems, though?
Superman. They're not going to get a better one.
Wouldn't Chunky cause
Man of Steel,
problems?
BVS, underrated.
I will say Dean Cain is the best Superman of all time.
oh,
Dean Cain.
God.
What?
Dean Cain.
I
planet
hope
are
you get
you
rectal
on?
cancer.
Wait.
Whoa.
What
Do not
planet?
disrespect Dean Cain like that. He
I
is
hope
quarter
you shut
Oh, I
Japanese.
thought you were going to say don't
You know what?
disrespect rectal
You know what?
cancer.
I might be humanist, but you're Japanist. And even you're going there, and you don't even
What?
have respect for the
How's
culture.
Dean Cain Japanese?
He is. Look it up.
Dean Cain is Japanese?
He's got Japanese.
I'm going to
ancestry.
Japan, so I don't think I'm Japanese.
And I'm sure if you say Dean Cain when you go to Japan, you'll get some free sushi.
Wow.
What? How do you know that that's a thing? You
Because
get
I went to
free
Japan and I
sushi?
said Dean Cain's a friend of mine. They
You
gave me
didn't
free
go to
sushi.
Japan.
So, are you just saying that all white people
Did you?
look alike in Japan?
What? Dean Cain is actually Japanese.
How much?
I would say like a quarter. You're like, what do you want? I didn't do his 23andMe.
All right, here we go. Noob. Type in what percentage Japanese is Dean Cain.
Hey,
Statistics
fact
that
checker
matter.
Donnie, throw it around
I
like
thought you were supposed to be fact checking for us, Donnie.
just
because
throw it around
Noob
that
never
Dean
fucking
Cain
does.
is
Hey,
Japanese.
when I throw
That's
out a
it.
claim like that, I don't have to
You're
fact check
fired.
it. I
You're
know,
out.
right?
Donnie, you're out. Noob, you're back in.
Ancestry.
Ooh,
Jeez.
Dean Cain's gigantic bulge. Let's look at that.
Wait, he's not Japanese. That's too
Gay
big.
politics, gay news.
What?
He's too big. That's not Japanese.
He's a quarter Japanese. Dean Cain on Twitter. I'm actually a quarter Japanese.
Not in his
And if you
penis,
want my
apparently.
card, you'll have to take it. Boom. That's all I got to say.
You have to take it from
Apparently-
his mouth.
I'm dropping this mic.
He's Japanese everywhere but his penis.
I don't think Dean Cain,
The
who
dude is
barely even
swinging
played
some
Superman
meat.
in the show that he was in, is the best. You think he's better than Christopher Reeve and Henry Cavill? He wasn't even as jacked as Henry Cavill.
I don't even know who the fuck the guy is.
You don't
Dean
know Dean
Well,
Cain?
No.
Dean Cain's not in a wheelchair.
He's in Supergirl now. Yeah. You watch Supergirl.
He's in
Supergirl's
Supergirl?
father. Yeah.
Yeah.
Supergirl's father.
Even the Superman who's in Supergirl isn't even that good as
Nah,
Superman.
he's.
Wait,
Oh, yeah.
they
Lackluster.
put Superman
Super
in
wuss.
Supergirl finally?
Yes.
Yeah.
he's
I don't
been
know.
in
I
it.
stopped watching that show after like 3 episodes.
No one
Yeah, but
cares.
Melissa
Cute.
Benoist is so sexy.
She's cute.
Yeah,
and
she
and she
sucks.
can sing, too.
I would marry her in a second.
Noob, have you watched
She's
Glee?
crappy.
Yes, I've watched Glee.
Yeah, that's right. We're secretly best friends.
Oh
everybody.
God.
God.
Can we change the subject? Let's
Moving
go to
on.
something else.
Do we actually have reviews to talk about?
Can we talk about the Predator first?
Sure.
The Predator in the room.
The
Ha. Ha.
is that Chris Matthews with the Predator?
No. Oh, Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Derek Hansen. Chris Hansen.
No,
Chris Hansen.
that's Mbop.
Hansen,
Bop.
the song
Bop,
by
bop.
yes.
But yeah, the Predator. What about the Predator?
The Predator. It's like Twitter, but he predates. Not
Actually,
Twitter. It's
I
like
lost,
Tinder.
I lost my things on the Predator because I was looking up Batman dick.
There it is, the Predator on Tinder. That
the
movie is
Oi.
so
34% on Rotten Tomatoes.
it's directed by Shane Black.
Who did the shitty Iron Man 3 movie.
I like that movie.
Yep.
But
Iron Schwarzenegger. Oh, fuck. Arnold Schwarzenegger. This one,
He is the man of iron.
Boyd Holcomb, Keegan Michael Key. Thomas Jane's in it, so the original Punisher is in
Thomas
this
Jane
movie.
is in
Yeah.
Predator?
He's in the Predator.
In the new one?
Yeah.
Really?
He's one of the soldier peoples.
Are you sure about that?
100. I fucking
the-
saw the movie.
the
What are you talking
Punisher's
about? Am I
there?
sure about it? I
I
watched
don't
the
see
credits.
this cast.
God damn.
I don't see the cast.
Hold on.
Thomas Jane is not in that movie.
Oh.
Yes, he is.
Is he really?
He's credited as military veteran.
Yeah. there you
What?
go.
Why is he randomly in that movie? He's
He's
a
not
better
there. He's
actor
in
than
there
that.
as a supporting character.
Does he actually do anything?
Yeah. Dies.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yikes.
Thomas Jane, not that important. Has
Yeah,
his
he's-
career fallen that far? No.
He was in The Mist.
Yeah, he was
the
also in
Fog?
1928. That Netflix movie that was
and-
kind of a hit.
And The Punisher.
That was a long time ago.
But
So
yeah,
what's
the
the
Predator.
tomato meter say?
This is I don't know. This movie was kind of shitty. Well, it was good but shitty. It was
good,
shitty
but
good.
shitty.
Good but shitty?
The last 30 minutes you could tell like Shane Black was like, "Fuck, I ran out of money. I don't know what to do now." Okay, cheap CGI. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then Olivia Munn was like, "Hey, this guy sexually harassed me. Let's get him off the movie because I can't act."
Let's
So-
distract people from my inability to act.
Yeah, you would think she was supposed to be some important scientific character. She basically gets turned into a white girl with a gun, or a girl with a gun, or
A
whatever.
white girl with a gun? What
She's
does that
not
mean?
white. She's half white, half Japanese. She's actually Japanese.
I just told you Dean Cade's a
She's
quarter
for
Japanese.
real
Get off of it.
Japanese.
She's
Get off
really
of it.
Japanese, not your bullshit fake news.
He's a quarter
Donald
Japanese.
Trump.
What does the tomato meter say?
The tomato meter is not great. 34% on the critic consensus, and then the audience score 47%.
So certified, not so good.
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty.
There was a lot of action. Like if you want action and not a lot of story, this is good for you.
So if you want action at the wazoo,
There's a good amount of killing in there. It was a great movie kind of mimicking the original Predator up until the last 30 minutes, and then it got retarded.
I don't know. I feel it was more of like a confused, sloppy mess of a film, just overstuffed with zingy one-liners and lacking in confidence. I feel like the black cuts consistently embellished violence with gory CGI, and so many shoots at night made it really hard to keep track of anything that was going on.
These
You
thoughts are
reading
really
something?
original.
yeah, you said a lot about Noob. You said that the CGI not so good. Yeah.
In the beginning, it was good. In the last 30 minutes, they honestly ran out of money, and it was the most terrible blood effects, and I don't
Just
know what
cheap
the hell.
looking?
Yeah, it was very cheap looking. It was noticeably different. Like it was
Huh.
jarring how different it was. It was
Huh.
really bad.
I don't know. Do you have any other opinions there, Scott?
I don't know. I really do think that it just it hit you with a seemingly endless barrage of jokes, gags, and bits that just hopelessly out of place.
Why do I feel like this is a bit?
The context and the overall plot and tone just was a miss.
I don't like the way that you guys are looking at each other. This
I'm
looks like a
sold.
bit.
I'm not looking at anything.
I feel like the movie was an action comedy that just it couldn't be more wrong about
Fuck are you
that
reading?
assertion. And you know, I really feel like Hawkins is probably spinning in his jungle grave
Who's Hawkins?
the director
from the
Shane
original
Black.
movie.
Well said, Scott. That was really
Oh,
well
because
said.
he was in the original Predator?
I am
Yeah.
well read,
Yeah.
educated. I went to school. Once.
you?
Once or twice, maybe.
McDonald's has a school
sometimes,
now?
sometimes it wasn't even my school. I went to other schools sometimes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was just, yet another reminder that the strange alchemy of Progenitor probably can't be replicated. Hawkins, again, is spinning in his jungle grave. Maybe if
I remembered
people
the
from
first
New
one, this
York
would-
thought about that, Vulture magazine,
this would make more
Abraham
sense.
Reisman.
Noob. Two actors I enjoy are in this movie. Sterling Brown, Alfie Allen. Sterling Brown. Yeah.
Sterling K. Brown.
Yeah, he plays Traeger. What do you think about his
He's in This Is
performance?
Us. I don't watch that.
You
but-
definitely watch This Is Us.
No, I don't watch This Is Us, actually.
You don't like to cry every week?
Not well. Look
He
at
does, just...
My father
he chooses-
beats me.
He
and I
does,
cry,
but
so I
that's
don't-
when he's masturbating.
Yeah.
I liked him in the O.J. Simpson show on FX.
He definitely
played
did
Chris
it, though.
Darden. He was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that.
With David Schwimmer
Yeah,
playing Rob Kardashian.
he was awesome.
He didn't play Rob Kardashian.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Richard Kardashian? Rob
Yeah,
Kardashian?
yeah, that was the dad.
He played a Kardashian.
Yeah.
Robert Kardashian.
Yeah, Rob Kardashian.
Not
That's
the
Robert.
junior.
I didn't
He
say
didn't
junior,
say
did I?
junior.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I got
So
your
Rob-
back, dog.
No. Ew,
are you
that's
so
the really. That's
Yeah,
kind of.
I'm having a good time.
slimy.
He's sitting next to me.
But legitimately,
boy.
what, Sterling Brown, Alfie Allen, anything jump off the page? at you?
Oh yeah, he was from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
I like Alfie Allen.
Yeah. He's Theon.
He lost a good dick in that show.
What?
got his dick cut off.
That's
He
Weren't-
did.
Yeah,
I thought we were done talking about that.
What's
No,
his
the theme
character
of the
name?
episode creeps back up.
Thanos. No, not Thanos.
No, what's the character he plays in Game
Theon,
of Thrones?
a.k.a.
Theon.
Greyjoy.
Your words more carefully.
He becomes Reek.
Theon
Yes.
Greyjoy.
Yeah. He's a good
Yeah,
character.
it's a lot of irrelevance.
Was
there.
he even in this movie? Or just like filler?
He was the least good one in that out of the group.
Yikes.
Keenan Michael Key or Keegan Michael Key, the guy from Keenan and Kel.
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's
Keegan
not the
Michael
guy
Key.
from Keenan and Kel.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
No,
It's
no.
like a
Key and
guy.
Peele.
It's
Key
the
and
same
Peele.
guy.
Key
Yeah,
and
Key and
Peele.
Peele.
Yeah. He was in there. Thomas Jane.
He's
Some other dude.
I feel like it's just
So the star of this movie was Olivia Munn.
I feel like a waste of time talking
Boyd
about this movie.
Holcomb. He was the star. Yvonne Strahovski was in there.
So this was that
Didn't
one
know
that had
that.
that scene cut because Olivia Munn Me Too'd, right?
Yeah.
So would that scene have added to it, or
I don't know when it would have fit. It had
It was
to be
a
yeah.
scene where she was jogging and a guy came up and hit on her.
Yeah, there was
so
no point where that movie would have.
It was a Me Too scene that got Me Too'd.
Okay.
Yes. And it was Shane Black's buddy. So everybody's kind of paying the price for this, including the box office. The box office came in at a meager,
35 million for domestic, 34 million for foreign
So
on an
70.
$88 million budget. That's really bad.
Sounds like another fail for the Predator franchise.
So they'll reboot it with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you know what?
at like 70 years old.
I really don't think that's what ruined the movie, losing that one scene there. Because honestly, I feel like the movie's just a nonstop gore fest. And how many times do we really need to see a man sliced in half and his inwards cascade into the ground?
I
But
honestly don't get what is going on.
You're using a lot of really good words here. These are silver dollar words
But
from Scott.
what's more sickening than that is the repugnant
Sacagawea
humor. I mean,
silver
just
dollars,
honestly, it's racially offensive groups, flagrant.
Nope, you're
I'm
losing.
having trouble reading my phone here.
You are losing.
You mean you're
English.
having trouble reading
Flagrant
reviews?
sexism and Tourette syndrome gags all contribute
Flagrant
to the
Oh yeah, the
sexism,
Tourette's. Yeah, Thomas
scare-free
Jane had Tourette's. That was
junk.
good.
That was part of the movie.
What?
Weird.
Yeah, Thomas Jane had Tourette's, and it was
Tourette's.
kind of funny because he would just say like "fuck shit balls" randomly.
Everything about this movie makes me never want to see it.
It was
Yeah,
entertaining.
I have no desire to see
It was
this.
entertaining. They basically they Jurassic World it. They took the first one, copied it, and then basically made it bigger and more stupid.
So as I'm watching the movie, I'll probably be just.
Do it!
Come on.
Come on!
I'm here. Come here.
Kill me!
I'm here. Come here.
And they
Come
say
on,
get to the
kill me,
chopper.
I'm here. Come on. Do it now. Kill me.
What's funny? That was an actual review of the movie.
All of those were reviews of the movie, weren't they?
That last one definitely was.
Yes.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers ditched Olivia Munn, and he's still a winner.
I like Olivia Munn.
Is
but
he a winner?
She can't act that well.
No, she's mediocre as an actress.
She's mediocre. She was not funny in that movie.
She was meant to be funny.
I thought she was supposed to be
Isn't
funny.
she slowly turned into plastic?
Kinda.
Yes.
A little bit.
Like, what percentage of her is still human?
boy.
25%.
Donnie, if it's not 100% human, is it still worth saving?
Yeah, Mr. Humanist. Is Olivia Munn worth saving?
Pass.
Oh,
see.
boo.
Who's faltering on their freaking...
Boo.
Yeah, I think we should
Something
move to
now.
our final review of fisting and caging.
Fisting in the cage.
Yeah, we get fisted in cages.
So, yes, let's talk about the new season of Iron Fist. And we can even touch a little bit on...
I mean, Luke Cage
Return.
sucks, so nobody cares about that. And Iron Fist was actually quite good.
The
I
Fister
enjoyed
return.
Quite good.
it. It was above par.
Above par.
Yeah. It was better than Jessica Jones season 2.
That was a freaking mess.
That was a mess.
And
yes.
better than Luke Cage season 1 and 2.
Season 2 of Iron Fister was definitely better than the first season of Iron Fister. The first
Yeah.
season was a shit stow.
And season 2 was kind of a... it's a it's okay.
You just didn't like the ending bullet scene.
No, the ending was the best part.
Hey.
I'll tell you what saved season 2.
Hold on. Spoiler alert. For
Oh, wait.
It has nothing to do with spoilers. It's
Yeah,
just
let's not do any
episode count.
spoilers yet.
I was
Wait,
just gonna
spoil
say
everything.
that it's 10 episodes instead of 13. I thought that was a brilliant move from them.
Yeah.
Not good enough.
Well, it's definitely better than doing freaking 20 episodes with 5 freaking fluffers in the middle.
You mean 13 with 7 fluffers
He's
and
just
6
using
good
math
episodes.
there.
Yeah, that's my math.
Yep,
Your math
Scott
is awful.
It's really bad.
10
My math
episodes
still works.
Still not short enough. Too much garbage.
But still much better than Luke Cage was.
I liked. Okay. Here's an interesting concept. Let's talk about this. Arrow and the Flash. Why are the DC TV shows? Why are their stunts better than the Marvel series stunts? Can anyone explain that? The Daredevil had one of the really, really great stunt scenes in the beginning, in the first season. And then from then on, it's just gone downhill. And now I feel like The Flash has better stunt scenes than Marvel shows.
They hired a better fight choreographer.
Well, that, and I think they really are just trying to let these shows die out to kill a contract so they can just take it over to their own network.
It sure as hell seems like what they're trying to do. You know, the showrunners, it's strange. I know it's TV, but every episode's directed by a different person. The showrunners keep getting canceled, and the showrunners keep having like issues with the shows. I mean, Luke Cage, the ending was fantastic. The acting is fantastic, but the writing was
horrible. It sucked.
Yes.
It sucked. Luke Cage. So I watched episode 1. The first season, Luke Cage, I didn't even bother with. This one I tried again because I like Defenders. I like where this world's going. So I watched season 1, couldn't really enjoy it. I watched episode 1, couldn't really get into it. Tried watching episode 2 and stopped. Didn't care. And you know what? I realized, I wasn't sure why I hated the show, and I think I now know why I hate Luke Cage so much. It's a soap opera. I know where you thought I was going. Wrong.
You should have said
It's
it.
a fucking soap opera. It sucks. It's just overdramatic acting. It's stretched out storylines. One fucking thing with people doing the overdramatic bullshit. It's a soap opera. It
Would
belongs.
you say in the show that a particular group of individuals were doing the soap opera type?
No, it really doesn't matter. This show belongs on daytime TV. That's where the show belongs.
Is that because the actors and the type of actors in that show don't
You can
deserve
keep
prime
trying
time?
to make this racist because you may be a dirty cocksucker.
Oh, boy.
But that's not where I'm going with this.
That is
You can try, but it's not going to
aggressive.
happen. It's a soap opera show. It's long, it's dramatic, it's boring. So I watched the first 2 episodes, and then I fast forward, went through the summary, and then, hey, there's Danny Rand pops up. He pops up for one episode, which was probably the best episode of the whole damn thing.
when the white
It
guy
was.
shows up.
And then I go over to the last episode. I watched the last episode. Watch how I'm still ignoring you. I go to the last episode, which, guess what? I watched the first episode. I watched the last episode. I didn't miss anything in between. I saw how it ended, and now I'm ready for when Defenders come back around. There's really nothing to this show that's worth anything.
And you were telling me Luke Cage kind of has a Michael Corleone moment.
No spoilers yet, motherfucker.
Well,
that
you already
spoiled it.
You
I
guess
guess we're
already
there.
started spoiling things,
But
but
you spoiled
All right, well,
the
I guess
shit
it's
out of
that
it.
time.
I'm just saying.
This had a longer intro than I thought it. Spoiler time!
Fight!
As we do with many episodes, we go into spoilers, where we're going to be talking about things that could ruin the show for you if you actually feel like watching it. So watch the first 3 episodes, then listen to us, and then watch the last 5. Who gives a shit? No one cares. But this is a spoiler moment. If you don't want to know what happens next, stop listening.
spoiler combat.
Or just fucking listen.
Love how we
because
bring in
who
the spoilers
cares?
the last 10 minutes of the show after most things have been spoiled.
Nah.
So you're telling me that
So yeah, Luke Cage has a Don Corleone moment at the end. He's become the bad guy at the end, which will be very interesting when we go to the new Defenders. I can't wait to see how that goes.
They're not doing a new Defenders, by the
So
way.
Defenders 2 is not happening.
It is not.
So we're just gonna ignore all that and
They made mention in Iron Fist See, what I think they're doing is I forget the name of the comic book, but it's I know what it is. Daughters of the Dragon, where Misty and Colleen get their own show. I mean, they kept hinting at it, and potentially there is a Heroes for Hire with Danny Rand and Luke Cage having their own spinoff. I just think the shows don't know where they're going. They started off with so much promise, and now, like, the showrunners, Luke Cage, again, it's great acting. I like all the actors. They do a great job with the garbage that they're given. It's too much vamping. It's poor editing. It's poor stunts. There's literally a stunt in Luke Cage where Luke goes to break a guy's arm, yet he grabs the guy's arm and turns it the right way and then bends it over. And you can clearly tell, I'm like, who directed this? That's the shittiest stunt I've ever seen in a TV show ever. Like, it just pulls you out of the show when they have such
That's not
awful
always on
things.
them, though. I mean, I've come across this as well, trying to film certain stunt scenes and shit like that.
It's the second worst.
There's a lot of
breaking
times
of
will
bones and
happen.
stunts I've ever
a lot
seen
of
in
times
my
this
entire
happens
life.
too, where the actor that's involved, the person they bring in, they're not any good at what they're doing, so they're afraid to bend a certain way. So you have to kind of manipulate things to be like, all right, well, cool, we'll do it this way, so you're not so afraid of getting hurt. But
don't edit it
it's
so
gonna
I
look
can
like
clearly
shit.
see that your stunt looks like garbage. That's the trick. You shoot it from a different angle so that you could tell. You don't necessarily have to see what the stunt looks like. You just have to shoot it from a different angle. Anyway, I'm just saying it seemed very amateurish. Every single episode of Luke Cage is very formulaic, where they have to have music playing over a part for about 6 minutes. It just seems like they have too much time and not enough script for things to happen, and they need to cut the shows down. As Donnie said, they went down to 10 episodes, which helped, but I'm telling you, of Iron Fist, it's either the second episode or the third episode where I was like, I'm done. This show is awful. It's so poorly written. The everything about it is I'm done. And if they put out if the next season of Daredevil is out and is as bad as the rest of these, I'm out. I'm checking out, because the last season of Jessica Jones was so bad. It was unwatchable. Luke Cage was the only thing that redeemed Luke Cage, besides the acting, was the fact that he turns into a bad guy, which is fascinating, yet still,
it does make it interesting. But like I said, you don't need everything in the middle. You can watch the first episode, the last episode, know exactly what happened, not miss anything in between, and still have your whole story.
You could do the same thing with Iron Fist, where if you watch the first episode and the last episode,
kind of the last 20 seconds of Iron Fist kind of goes into a very different direction.
Well,
altogether.
not the last 20 seconds, but the last episode, where you see there's all sorts of colored
The
fists.
conclusion.
Yeah, the fist
Yeah.
off.
The fist off. The fistening.
The fistening.
I thought Iron Fist actually had some character growth this season, which I was
Yeah,
impressed
who
with.
grew as a character?
Ward, Joy,
I love Ward.
Danny.
Joy
Yeah, the brother-
is still
the
a
brother's
bad.
fun.
I'll tell you
still
what. Look,
a
Colleen,
scumbag.
Wing, and Misty Knight bored
Same.
the hell out of me. I thought they were so bad. I thought you could cut that. You could lose another 3 episodes every interaction they have. But obviously, like you said, they're looking for that Daughters of the Dragon spin-off that I think will go nowhere. And they'll blame on some
I like
sort
their
of cultural
chemistry.
appropriation, sexism, all that. I don't think they have chemistry. They're talking about like, oh, I'm a lady cop and you hang out with the Iron Fist. Like, let's just chit chat about that. Oh, do you want to be a cop? Oh, do you want to be a vigilante? Blah blah blah. It's like, it's a waste of time. Oh, you have a robot arm? Oh, you have a katana. Who cares?
Dude, I care about people with katanas and robot arms.
Yeah, you actually probably should care about people with katanas. They're the motherfuckers that are gonna get you.
Dean
Yeah.
Cain has a quarter of a katana.
Oh my god.
What is with you and Dean Cain?
I love Dean Cain. What do you
Enough.
want? Dean Cain's a cool dude.
Let's stay focused on Iron Fist.
But I
here.
will say, I really do think Danny evolved as a character. You're looking through his story arc.
He's still an angry, he never graduated from the first. It's interesting to me because watching Luke Cage, the episode that he did with Luke Cage, that is the Danny Rand I'm looking for. The enlightened Danny Rand who's like, let's look at different ways. Like, he's trying to calm
The
Luke
Zen
down.
Danny.
Zen Danny.
Yeah, yeah.
Yet in Iron Fist, he's still a petulant, angry little child. Where did he have any character growth?
I think part of that is that when he gets the Iron Fist, it's not as much as that he earned it as much as Davos lost it. Of course, Davos is the bad guy in the season 2. He's looking to reclaim the Iron Fist from Dany. When they go through the trial where Dany wins and he claims the rights to face the dragon for the Iron Fist,
which they still haven't shown. I want to watch
but,
him fight a fucking dragon. It's been in
Too much money.
They talked about it.
They also never actually go and say whether or not there's an actual fucking dragon.
It could just be like
in
a
the
spiritual
Defenders, though.
thing.
In the Defenders, they showed there were the dragon bones.
Right.
So, all right. All that aside, you learn that Dany doesn't fully understand that if he earned it or if Davos lost it. So he's
Fight
trying
the
to find his
goddamn dragon.
path. He's trying to find his path as the protector of Kunlun, which obviously he failed at. So
Doesn't
then he's looking
exist.
Just show me a fight with a goddamn dragon.
He's trying to get past where he belongs in this storyline, and I actually think that his character grows.
Fight the dragon.
Ward, I thought, was a really interesting character. I think Noob agrees about Ward.
I love Ward. And he's gorgeous. I didn't know how jacked he was. Like, he is a pretty muscular man. Yeah. I like
and
him
he's good
outside
at giving
of his
out
suit.
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's an interesting part of it as well. And then Typhoid
That was also
Mary,
kind of a
right?
jerk move. Like, technically, he could get 50%. Like, she's like, I'm going to raise this baby on my own.
I'm going to raise this baby on my own.
He can get custody.
You have
Poor
billions
choice.
of dollars.
He has billions of dollars.
Right. It's like, at least get like a couple mil.
No,
you know what I mean?
realistically,
Like-
she's like, I'm going to raise this baby on my own, but you're still paying child support, asshole.
Yeah.
Well-
that was kind of a jerk move.
on both of
bitch.
them.
And
But-
then Dany, and the whole thing with Colleen and Dany, which I'm tired of them fighting over
It
the
seems
relationship.
pretty goddamn easy to get the Iron
It is
Fist
back
after
and
this
forth.
season.
Yeah,
Actually,
anybody
that,
can
that
have
was
it.
way too easy to fucking transfer back and forth.
By the way,
Just
Scott
do some
now
weird
has
hand
the Iron
motions
Fist.
and suck the dragon out of people.
Actually,
Yeah.
I don't have the Iron Fist. I have the Fleshy Fist.
The fleshy fist.
You mean the fleshlight?
Is that a sponsor?
No,
Fleshy
it
Fist?
will be next episode.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. We're looking
at
for a
that.
sponsor, the fleshy
Yeah,
fist.
the Fleshy Fish.
Give us a call.
Actually, I think Noob, aren't you a not only the owner but the president of the Fleshy Fist? Also, why are you standing right now?
Yeah, I just got the Kimmy Granger one. Oh, wow, why did you laugh? You know who that is, don't you?
No, who's Kenny Granger?
I'm sure you do.
I laughed about the fact that he said you were standing.
Smooth.
With a fist in your ass.
So smooth on both your parts. I will say, just real quick, what do you think about Typhoid Mary Walker?
Oh,
yeah.
here's the connection to Star Trek. I'm
Star
sorry.
Wars.
Not Star Wars.
Because
Star
she
Trek. She was the chick in the Star Trek
who got naked for no reason.
who got naked for no
Oh,
reason.
that was her.
Yeah.
Alice Eve.
She
Alice
had to
didn't- she's
change
hot.
into her like quest.
They didn't need to show it.
That was 100% sexist,
Hell yeah, they
Donnie.
didn't show that shit.
That was sexist.
What? Did she had to change into different outfit?
For no
100%.
just so Kirk could get a sneak peek to show what
J.J.
kind of a
Abrams is like,
perv he
"Did
is.
you-
Did Kirk show his junk to her like he does in Outlaw King?
It was all set up in that movie. They were waiting for
Sexist.
it. Yeah.
Sexist.
Yep, you caught me.
Yes. 100% sexist.
Look over there.
Don't let this
There's a
Southern
naked
Poverty
chick
Law
over
Center
there.
listen
Look
to
over
this
there.
episode.
There's
It's
a
gonna
naked
look
chick
bad on
over
my
there.
resume.
Look over there. There's a naked chick over there.
Seriously, why did she have to get naked? What was the purpose?
Skip past it. What do you think about Mary in the show?
It's kind of cool.
I just love how he's like, let's not
Okay,
talk about this.
I'm sexist.
I didn't think it
I'm
was
racist.
smart that
I'm
she was like,
stupid.
oh, this is exactly how you change my personalities back and forth to everybody.
Yeah.
She's
Where
also not.
Typhoid Mary doesn't actually have that kind of control.
No.
in the end.
She's
And
also Daredevil's
it's also
villain.
It's
not
also funny
Iron
how
Fists.
I didn't know that it was Typhoid Mary till Donnie told me earlier.
I didn't know who
I had-
Typhoid Mary is.
Yes, technically the character is Typhoid Mary from the comic books. She does have 3 distinct personalities. They never. That's the other thing is
Oh, that's the tease at the end with the third one.
they never
Right.
showed that she was Bloody Mary. There's Mary, Typhoid Mary, and Bloody Mary, and they never demonstrated why she's Bloody Mary. They also never really demonstrated how she has all these skills to stop the Iron Fist and Davos, because yeah, she's a military chick,
You get
but
she's
she's not a
Spec Ops,
fucking
yeah.
SEAL. She's not a Green Beret. She's not. They
No,
never.
she
I
was
thought the
no, she was
connotation-
captured and held captive for like 15 years or some shit like
I
that.
thought the
right?
connotation was she was some sort of spec ops unit. Yeah.
Except for there's no women. There's one woman who finally.
Oh,
makes a
who
scene.
is sexist now, Mr. Z? This guy over here saying the women can't be in spec ops. Yikes.
Yeah, because there's only one who ever made it, and she just did it this year.
Okay, well,
So
how
you're just
could-
Get
you
your
know what?
facts there,
You know what?
Donnie.
How about
Get the facts?
How about you stop putting that glass ceiling above these beautiful broads and let life.
You also made
find
the
a way.
assumption. You made a false assumption that she was Spec Ops because she was actually part of the Sokovia Task Force, which was not special operations. She was just a soldier.
This is
Boo
also,
on you and
Well,
your
you know what?
research, Donnie.
This is
Li-
also all made
life-
up. So
Life
Life.
finds a way.
I think the Don and the Noob need to stop hanging out.
yeah,
Now he's
about
trying to
wraps it
make
up,
the joke
folks.
where he puts
Now-
words into your mouth.
Is Nasty Mandy? Do
Oh,
you have
boy.
earpieces to Nasty Mandy? Both
Nasty
of you.
Mandy is too busy in Disney getting diddled.
Oh, that's right. Somebody unleashed Nasty Mandy in Disney. That's a scary thought. So, okay, let's go back and recap all of what we've talked about today. We are sad
Actually,
about
and
Henry
Noob,
Cavill.
you actually were right earlier to talk about Luke Cage. I thought originally I didn't like it because it wasn't the right genre for me when it comes to, I thought it was
Colors?
a black show. I really thought but I thought if I said that I would be super racist. But I realized later on, no, that wasn't it. I don't like it because it's a soap opera. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's a fucking soap opera, and that's why
Sure.
I hated it.
Good cover,
But I
buddy.
was afraid. But I'm afraid to say it because, oh my god, if I don't like this show, I'm going to be a racist. Oh my god.
You definitely are.
Z.
Yeah, that's not
Are
how
you
it works.
watching?
That's not how it fucking works.
Are you watching Iron Fist or Luke Cage season 3?
I will watch. It depends on Daredevil. I did like. I feel like I liked Luke Cage enough to watch it because I'm curious to see where it goes. Iron Fist. So let's spoil the last 20 seconds where Danny whips out 2 guns and
Blows those
shoots a
double
bullet.
gold fists.
He did. Apparently, Danny never even lost his fist.
Right.
He's whining about discovering himself, and he's like, he never even bothered to tell Halloween that he
one day
has
a year.
fists. He's like, oh, you have your fist? Well, guess what? I could fist too, baby.
Actually, we can fist together, baby. Hey.
And then he just shoots 2 golden bullets into one magical bullet to stop one bullet.
Yeah, I thought it was dope, actually.
So
That was the worst thing I've seen in Marvel TV so
here
far.
you go. So when I saw it
cheesy.
at first, I thought it was like, holy shit, this went off the rocker real fucking fast. However, with some quick internet research, I found out that ending takes it right back into the original comic book, true to its actual source. The Orson Randall, which is the body that was in the coffin, is one of the original Iron Fists. He's an old World War I veteran who got lost in the war, and while he was trying to escape from
Didn't they show footage of that in the first
Hydra,
Iron Fist?
where he was trying to escape
Fist.
from Hydra back during World War I. He found himself in Kowloon and became the first Iron Fist. He was an old soldier, so he used the Iron Fist abilities along with the weaponry that he had, which were those 2 handguns.
He also had that belt too, that like weapon belt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in theory, when you're seeing Colleen use the Iron Fist with the sword and then Danny Rand with the handguns, that's what the Iron Fist is able to do, is actually able to transfer the power of the fist into the weapons that they hold. Those guns, in theory, are Orson Randall's guns. And the thought is that Danny Rand found those guns while he was out trying to find his origins. So he found the guns, he was able to reacquire the power of the fist, and now you do have not only the Iron Fist has returned in original form, but also what do you call it? Colleen's character, the
Daughter of the Dragon.
Daughter of the Dragon, who is also able to manipulate the power of the fist into her swords. What
You know what's
sucks
interesting, though,
is
about
that
that?
Wait, what sucks is they said 4 years later. So
4
you're watching
months,
it and it
4
says
months. Yeah.
4 years later.
4 months.
4 months. 4 months. I want to see those 4 months. That 4 months would have been a way better show than what they actually made the show about.
Right.
I wanted to see.
You could put season 2 in like 2-3 episodes. Do those 4 months. For
Do those
the
4
next
months.
7. We
Show-
both
yeah.
agree that would be much better.
show Ward and Randall,
Danny Rand.
Danny Rand traveling and exploring and trying to find his origins and coming across the guns.
Beating ass.
And beating ass. Ward was way more interesting after those 4 months than he was in the episode itself.
In those 10 seconds, he was like a badass.
Way better.
It was fun to see.
I want
But
to see those
yeah.
4 months. Fuck whatever that other story was. I want to see those 4 months. But it does go back and follow the comic the way it's supposed to be.
Except there is a paradox in what we just described. Because if there's an original Iron Fist, how did he defeat the dragon and get the power of the Iron Fist? And then, what, the dragon comes back and then Danny beats him again? Like, where does this dragon come from? Show me the freaking dragon! I
Yeah,
want
show
to
me
see
the
the dragon!
What they probably do is they gather 7 magical balls and they say a chant.
Oh my god.
Jesus
and they
Christ.
call upon the great dragon.
Oh, God! No! God, please, no! 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 God, please, no! No! God! No! No! Please, God! No! No! Please, no!
I was gonna do a recap, and now I feel like the show's come to a screeching halt.
Yeah. What's the recap? Luke Cage sucks. Iron Fist was meh. Henry Cavill's a great Superman. Chris Pine's dick is going to be great. And Kevin Smith loves Thanos killing people.
Reality is often disappointing.
That sounds like a recap.
And the
to me.
Predator is...
Oh, yeah. Predator was so forgettable. I forgot to mention it again.
Yeah, and
There you
how to catch a predator
Yeah.
was.
So with that being
Scott, aren't you
said,
on
Scott...
So, if you like what you heard here today, which the verdict's going to be out on that one, isn't it? You can go ahead and follow us on Instagram at ork_u. You can go over to facebook.com/ourreviewswillkill you. You can go to YouTube and search Our Reviews Will Kill You and watch our videos. You can also go to Vero and put in Our Reviews Will Kill You and follow us there as well. Also, ourreviewswillkillyou.com. Is that everything?
And this
so?
episode was brought to you by...
Blue Iron, now available on Amazon Video. With your Amazon Prime subscription, you can go ahead and look that up. There's 4 episodes ready for your viewing pleasure. Motorcycles and cops and
Russians.
motorcycles and Russians
penis.
and Mexicans and no cock.
penis.
There actually might be some titty in there.
You sure about that?
It's TVMA.
I don't remember
Rated
any of that.
TVMA. Watch it twice, and you may see some titty. You might not be allowed to watch it. The parental controls are still on your Amazon Prime. That's why you can't see it. So go over to Blue Iron, a joint venture of Blue Iron Productions and Scott Will Kill You Productions. Blue Iron available on Amazon Video with your Prime subscription. Also coming soon, the Scott Will Kill You podcast network. I am liking it more and more every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep an eye tuned for that. That will be a network of podcasts with all kinds of interesting people and characters. I believe Don is going to be one of these
Hey.
highlighted characters in this network. But
Yes,
all
sir.
kinds of fun content and things for you to interact with there as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that in the very near future.
And from all of us here at OrkU to all of you at home, we love you. Goodbye.